Welcome. So we've completed the part 4, Diamonds Unbreakable, Jojo stands musical reference tier list, where I rate each of the stands in Jojo part 4 on their musical reference, how closely related they are, or how much reference, how much interesting stuff you can bring out from each of them. And now we're gonna continue with part 5. So everything here will be the same. The rules will be the same. Where this is not a power scaling or this is not a useful stance tier list based on their ability and all. This is merely based on how I see each stand closely related to their song, whether it's not from their powers, whether or not it's from their teams, or maybe something related to the user, things like that. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. So first thing first, Aerosmith. It's a little plain, I guess. Aerosmith. So it's I think it's the pinnacle for the make sense tier right here, smack in the middle. Okay, Babyface. Wow, this was a complicated stand, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. So like this is the computer of the stand user. This is the main part of the stand where it can produce a homunculus from taking DNA of some people. I think usually a girl the stand user targets. It can create a homunculus, and this homunculus like hunts down and chases down its target. I remember it's with the condition of the stand user or someone else must teach the homunculus some stuff. So it's literally teaching a baby to kill. So I guess the reference is there. So I can give it another smack in the middle of the make sense tier. Okay, Beach Boy. This is a fishing rod. Um, that can kind of detect its enemy too. So I guess the reference is there. Um, I but again, like I can't really go off too much about it. So I'd say it's a bit of a stretch because yes, sure, Beach Boys they might probably like to go fishing, things like that with a fishing rod. So okay, fine. I'll give it another I give it another make sense to you. Okay, Black Sabbath. So I believe the Black Sabbath, the band, or maybe the definition of Black Sabbath means the gathering of a cult, gathering of a band of witches. Um, so I think it kind of correlates. I think it's kind of related to what the stand user want to do, which is to collect, to gather more members to join the mafia after passing its trial, things like that. But again, it's not really related to its ability for attacking in the shadows, things like that. So I have to give it a bit of a stretch. But yeah, the Black Sabbath, I guess it does mean something about the gathering of cult or witches. Clash, this is just a shark that clashes with you as long as there's contact with water. That's kind of it. Not really much to go off of. So yeah, sure, you wouldn't really want to clash with a shark. So I'll give it a bit of a stretch, I guess. Okay, Echoes. I did rate it as a god lucky moment back in part 4, and I guess just gonna be there. So why not? Okay, goal experience. All right. So the main ability of goal experience is to give anything life, give inanimate objects life too. But early on in the series, it can if it punches somebody, it will overload them. It will overload their brain with so many like memory information or sensors that it kind of like short circuit them or like make them like can't react to things normally in the proper world. So it literally punches someone and gives them the gold experience, I would say. So it says a JoJo reference right there. Okay, Green Day. So anything under it will just slowly melt away and corrode, I guess. I don't really see how is that uh connected to the band Green Days. So unfortunately I have to give it a wooden guess. King Crimson. And that is why King Crimson is on the top of the God Lucky moment. along with its other side stand epitaph. Yes. Okay, so Kraftwerk, a German band. Again, I'm not too familiar with the songs, and I don't see how it's related to what's it called, momentum manipulation. Something about stopping the momentum of any object it touches, so it can freeze object mid-air and things like that. Freeze the movement of object it touches. I wouldn't really guess that, even based on its looks. Okay, Little Feet. All right. Initially, I'm just giving it like between a make sense tier or a bit of a stretch tier. But being able to shrink yourself or being able to shrink others, curse them that have little feet. That's for one. For two, it is the album. The Little Feet have one album called Under the Radar. And if you did take a look at the album, you realize how much that actually brings back of between the battle from of Little Feet and Aerosmith back in part five. Oh my god, the connection is all there, I would say. So Little Feet is once again yeah, self-explanatory. If you look at the album, I gotta give it a god lucky moment for the references it got there. Okay, I'm stuck here with the man in the middle. Really self-explanatory. It's a Jojo reference right here and there. Okay, Moody Blues. So it can play back memories from the past. And you know what? Playing back memories from the past, I think that gives it a really moody kind of vibes. It gives it really moody blues kind of thing. So I give it a make sense here. Um, Metallica, it's straightforward, right? It can turn any source of iron into more iron. So your blood into more iron. So it does make sense, I guess it is little metals right there shown. Okay, Mr. President and Coco Jumbo, I believe. All right, so I believe Mr. President is the stand and Coco Jumbo is the turtle. Yes. But once again, I don't really see how this is a stand of having a safe house, having a little chill private room, especially if the nice vibes Mr. President Coco Jumbo have. So I gotta give it. I wouldn't guess here. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay. I want to get this out of the way. This is actually an unknown stand. We just never name. It's just something that shows light in. So I had to just leave it there. Okay. Notorious Big, Notorious B.I.G. So they have actually a an album, I believe. Let me check. What is it? Life After Death. So I think it suits what the ability does. It's literally a life after death kind of stand where once the user dies, the stand activates. So yeah, I give it a Jojo reference right there. It's a little life after death. And it's a pretty notorious stand, I gotta say, if you're gonna face it, because you cannot kill it and it chase anything and everything. So yeah, gotta watch out. Okay, this is Oasis. It gives the ability. It's a what do you call it? Apparel type of stand. So it gives the user the ability to literally swim anywhere and everywhere through solid objects like little water. So yeah, I guess the reference is there, because Oasis. If I see an Oasis in the middle of the desert, I would definitely jump into the water and swim. I mean, I'm not sure how clean it is, but water is water, in the middle of the desert. Okay, you know what? I might be stretching it a bit too far here, so I'll put it right there. Okay. I can't see this properly. Let me just check for a little bit. Okay, sorry, this is Purple Haze. Purple Haze, it does produce Purple Haze. It is whatever. The what do you call it? The capsules in his suckers are definitely toxic and corrosive to anybody that approaches it. But that's really all there is to it. It's not necessarily purple either. I might be colorblind. But hey, once again, it's an amazing Jimi Hendrix song. So, but unfortunately, this is a This is a stand tier list based on, where we can guess the musical from their music. So yeah, you got it right there. Spice Girl. His ability to make anything rubbery. It's not really related to Spice Girl. The only thing that's related, I guess, is when she punches. Spice Girl punches. She shouts "Wannabe," which is Spice Girl's most famous song. But that's really about it. If you show people the image, they wouldn't really guess immediately. If you show them the animation of her shouting "wannabe," sure they'll guess it. So it's a bit of a stretch. Okay, Chariot is a part three stand. Not really much I could say about it. And this is a musical reference tier list, so unfortunately, I would have give it a wooden guess. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. What is this? This is Soft Machine, I believe. Yes, this is Soft Machine. So it's a little, what do you call it? A piercing thing, piercing needle that once you touch it, it literally inflates them like a balloon. It turns them soft. Kind of makes sense, I guess, but not at the same time. Yeah, I have to give it a bit of a stretch, unfortunately. Okay, Sticky Fingers. Now, I remember the Warner Brother. I remember the English translation. They or like any due to copyright issue, it's called stick. It's called Zippo Man. It's kind of funny. Now, Sticky Fingers. I was a bit confused as to why the album from the Rolling Stones until I checked it out. The album from the Rolling Stones. This album called Sticky Fingers, which is a little zipper. It's a little pants with a huge clear ass zipper you could see right there. That is just absolute cinema, bro. I'd say that's it. All makes sense. That is why it's a zipper stand. So I'll give it a god lucky moment right here, right there. Okay, Sex Pistols. So it's literally the six little things, little bullet shaped creatures that help you manipulate your bullets, change direction, all that. It can also help you reload faster as long as you use a chamber type pistol, I believe. I believe Narantia. Oh wait, sorry. What's his name again? It starts with G. Guisto. Uh, sorry. Let me check for a little bit. I hate to get this wrong, but I really did get it wrong. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Sorry. Guido. Mista. Yes. Uh, I believe he can use any guns to manipulate the direction of the bullets, but a pistol with a chamber works best. Anyways, it's just pistol. That's it. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Okay, a talking heads where it's kind of screw up what you're trying to say. Like it makes you spread misinformation. So it's a little talking head. I guess it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I would give it right there. Okay, the Grateful Dead. So I guess it slowly kills off you by turning you old. So you become you'll be grateful for the dead. Not really. It's a bit of a stretch, I gotta say. Okay, ignore that. Okay, White Album. Uh, okay, baseline. I wouldn't really have guessed it. I would say it makes sense at most because it's a pure white stand. It's a suit stand, and it's all about ice, and ice is kind of white. Uh, and then its substand or the special ability gently weeps. It also doesn't really give too much insight, I guess. So, unfortunately, I have to say it's a white color stand, but I say if it's a bit of a stretch. Okay, we have two Requiems and the Rolling Stones. I just gotta say the Rolling Stones is just a straight up. Oh wait, misclick. Rolling Stones is just straight up a JoJo reference. Nothing much to say. It's a little Rolling Stone. Sure, it's a prophecy stone, but it's a Rolling Stone. You know. Okay, and now we got the final two Requiems. So before I make this video, I kind of checked what a Requiem means, and a Requiem is just a mass or a Christian ceremonial gathering to pray for the dead. Is it pray for the dead? Celebrate the dead. So I guess for Silver Chariot Requiem, the stand ability kind of make more sense because it's literally a mass ability. So I can put it right up there. But for Gold Experience Requiem, I mean, yeah, I guess it gives someone, I guess it pushed someone's to its his Requiem and all that, forever and ever. It's a JoJo reference, I have to say. I can't really make too much sense of it, but aside from being, yeah, a little Requiem. Okay, so yeah, that is it for the tier list, and let me know what you think. And if you got any objection, any criticism, any comments, go ahead and type in the comment section and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.